What's up, everybody? Take a little tour of my hobby room right here. Right here, got the foil set up for right there is a deep water culture hydroponic system. Absolutely nothing happening with that right now. I have to move my 125 watt CFL from the basement. I'm gonna hang it there. And I will probably get me a good plant growing in there. There's some super hot pepper, got Moruga scorpion varieties, or maybe some like hybrid tomato plant. I'm not sure. I've had this for a while. I've never used it. I gave it a try one time. Tried to clone a tomato plant straight in there. It didn't ever work out. So I just abandoned it. It's been sitting idle for a long time. Maybe 2 years now, but I'm going to give it a try soon. Duckweed that I found. I think this is ready to go out into the, fling it out in the yard somewhere. Right here, and these took forever to germinate. Some Amazon chocolate tomatoes. They're just seedlings right now. These right here, I think I'm actually going to sell these plants. If anybody's interested in some Amazon chocolate tomatoes, as soon as these guys get true leaves on them, $5 a plant. You're not going to find these anywhere in stores. Right here, this thing, yeah, EnviroGrow. It's from Hydrofarm T5HO, 4-bulb, 4-foot fixture, dangling from the ceiling up there. And here is just my stock of tomato plants. They're all heirloom hybrids, things like that, but I didn't label them because it never fails. Every single year I spend the time labeling them, and they ended up getting mixed up anyway, and I don't remember what's what. So here's the pepper box, and as you can see down in there, I messed around and left. I got some new germination going on there. Maybe it'll drop its seed cap in a few days, but see right there, I messed around and left the heat mat on after germination, and the soil dried out, and these seedlings just got baked. I'm not even sure what variety those were. Like I said, I didn't label these either, but I do have some new back there. So these could be anything from bell peppers to butch teas or morugas, Douglas, yellow fatales. Hell, I don't remember what all I put in there. This is obvious right here. These are some beans that my son planted, and he is extremely proud, as he should be. These things have exploded. The growth on these beans is phenomenal. Along with some cucumbers. I think it's just some smaller pickling cucumbers. I don't remember exactly what variety. This jar here, it's just some broadleaf Woodwigia that I took out of the 55 in the other room. Grabbed a snail in there. It's actually taken root. It's been living under this T5HO for a little while now, a few weeks, I guess. I've been running this thing for about 2 weeks now. And starting to get a little algae at the bottom, but that was to be expected. The highlight of no CO2. And I'm not fertilizing the jar at all. It's just there for kicks, I guess. And up here, got some Russian orange. Germination wasn't so hot on these. I think these seeds were like 2 or 3 years old. Maybe some more will pop up, but right now, 1, 2, 3 plants. And then the cherry Jakes, or Jake's cherry. My seed supplier out in California, actually, I believe, cross-pollinated and stabilized this variety. So this is good stuff right here. Jake Seed, check him out. Look him up on Facebook, Etsy. Very, very high quality seeds. And I guess while I've got the phone out, camera, whatever, I'll talk about some other things up here. This is some of the tomatoes that I grew, I think it was a year before last, actually. Some, can't remember what all varieties are in here. Black cherry, I know. There's a green variety tomato in there. Some more. I wish I would have labeled it so I can remember. They're just there, preserved. Oh, yeah, there was actually some black pearl peppers in there. Some variety of datil. Some Rocco in there. Some hot sauce that I made. Some booze that I brewed a while back, a little concoction called Skeeter Pea. I never drank it. I can't touch the alcohol. But friends did. They said they loved it. You can find that online, Skeeter Pea. First sauce that I ever made, 75 pod startup, some yellow fatale, and some jalapeno jelly. I'm just keeping those around. I'll never open them and eat them. But it's just fun. I'll walk on in here. Put this off. Ooh, that was almost disastrous. Okay, now we're back. I gotta figure out a better way to hold this fixture up here because I just almost knocked it into the water. That'd have been bad. I've been terribly upset. I have not had good luck with lighting on this tank. You see, there's some duckweed floating. I just went and got some micro swords yesterday from Nam Nugent. I'm gonna put those in there. I pulled this back out of my 55, replanted it back into this tank where it started off at. It's got some diatoms, some issues. God, this plant, I'm having a brain fart. The name of this plant slips my mind. But basically what happens is immersed, it will grow like 4-leaf clovers like this, but immersed, it will just keep these small little leaves and will actually carpet. See if I can get it to focus here. It'll actually carpet the bottom of the tank. The jungle valve's getting some weird type of string algae going on. The Rotala, when my metal halide light broke, I was completely without light for a little while, and most of these plants melted, and they're starting to come back, and they're looking good. The new tops coming up are looking wonderfully. The Ludwigia is doing great. Red tops is always a good sign. Good light. Kabamba, that's the other stems I had in here melted. So, and then, you know, the duckweed floating on top. And there's Sir Finley, the lone wolf, in this tank. Head on in here to talk about the 55 for a minute. Playsan, not Eco Complete, but Seachem fluorides on top. Sword here. This is actually probably the last day that I'm going to have this sword. I don't know. I'm pulling it up and shipping it off. It's just really outgrown this tank a whole lot, and there was like a big lush thick of Ludwigia varieties, Rotala in there, and it's just like overshadowed and completely killed out all those stems in there. So this plant's just gotten way too big for this tank. I'm going to send it out, trade it for some Bacopa Carolina and some Amazon frog bit, and I think he's got some varieties of broadleaf Ludwigia he's going to send. Another variety of sword, some Ludwigia back there, Rotala repens back there. I can't remember if it was flame moss or Christmas moss, but I attached it to this statuary with cyanoacrylate, and it's not doing as well as I hoped. Some of it actually came off and is growing down there. The Hygrophila polysperma, my illegal plant right there. This plant right here, if I was to distribute it, it's actually not looking so good right now. They tore it up. I might just let it dry out and burn it or something, because if I were to distribute this plant, it's a $10,000 fine. Noxious weed in the angels, and there's a blood parrot in here somewhere. He's being standoffish and hiding here lately. There he is. There he is. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. If you got any questions about the hardware, the setup in these tanks, or in the hobby room, just give me a shout, leave it in the comments.